How's it going, everybody? There isn't anybody on here yet. I'm riding a horse. Take my glove off. Life is good. Kind of a sunny day in San Diego. Typical San Diego day. Little, I wouldn't even say chilly, a little bit colder in the morning. Starting to heat up now. I'm riding around on Disney. If you follow this channel, I made a video of Disney titled Cool Horse on the YouTube channel, and I posted that video. That is this one, Disney. He's 7. He's doing quite a lot for his age. He's schooling some of the Grand Prix stuff. Charles Toller. Hi, Joe. Hi. How's it going? It's kind of a fun stage with horses when they start playing with the Grand Prix stuff. I call it like the Grand Prix in the rough. I like that way of thinking about it, but it's where you start feeling the pieces of the Grand Prix and you're like pretty certain that they will do the Grand Prix. It's just very, very, very rough. So it's kind of a very rough draft of a Grand Prix. Christina from Nicaragua. Wow, cool. Is there a dressage community in Nicaragua? Or just a horsemanship community? That'd be awesome to know. But yeah, so on Disney, it's really the Grand Prix in the rough. He's doing a lot. He's doing a few 110Ps. He's doing some Piaffe Visage. But we have a long way to go to polish it all up. Barbara, love Disney. Hi, Barbara. Charles, I take care of retired horses in Maryland. That's awesome. That is super. It's fun. It's fun to take care of them, like their whole trajectory, their whole life. Geronimo, horse that I had and my family had as a kid, he's with my mom now, and he is getting up there these days. So it's kind of fun to see him every once in a while. Let's see, ideas. I didn't really know where to go with this video. I was just kind of like throw something out there. So I figured title it Ideas. Ideas, there's a few ideas rolling around in my head as to things to do. I've thought about starting to do some Instagram shorts or Instagram reels or YouTube shorts. So, but specifically focusing on the training stuff, little pieces of how to train the horses, but in kind of short format, or little ideas on that. So I need to kind of put some time in to work on that. It's been really busy here. We have a full barn, and we've had a bunch of sales appointments and things going on. So when I have time, I will put my head down and work on those pieces. I also have had some requests to get back to some training stuff on the YouTube video. People like the lives, but they're a little rough. They're not like really produced. So, and for ideas for the training stuff on YouTube, I've thought I want to incorporate some like top-down drone footage. I've been playing with my drone, and it can fly up in the air for like 30 minutes or so. So I could just like launch it up there and put it in one spot, even set the controller down, because it's all like GPS tied in and has all these sensors and everything. So it stays really pretty stable. Just get a nice top-down shot of the horses, and then I could show you guys like the bend, the shoulder in, the pirouettes, the travers, some cool stuff, I think, on how to do that, kind of in like a masterclass type mic'd up thing. So that's one of the ideas to work with on the YouTube channel. Do a few more instructional videos, get going with some of that. I've taught recently a few clinics. I was just in Victoria, and that kind of got my creative juices going because I did like a talk in Victoria, which I'd never done before. There were about like 40 people there, maybe. I don't know for sure, but there were a lot of people there, and I just talked about kind of my journey and riding the horses and sharing some ideas about this stuff, which it's part of what I've loved about YouTube, is having the freedom to do that and share with you guys. So yeah, we'll try to get some of those things going. In terms of the horses, they're all going really good. I entered Finch in the Prix St. George, which is super big for me. I actually need to get out my tailcoat and ride him in my tailcoat because he's never had tails on. So it's kind of a big moment. You always want to school them with the tails before you go show them, because when they're flopping around back here, especially on a sensitive horse like Finch, he might not really know what he thinks about that stuff. So I'll get that done this week, and then yeah, get going. This is kind of the new kid in the block right here. Revelation. He's a stallion, owned by some wonderful people who actually live in Florida, but they come back and forth and see him a lot. They were just out recently and had a really nice visit, and they're just really kind people. So my favorite thing is when you have people who are prioritizing the horse, owners who are prioritizing the horse, and then, you know, kind and nice and fun to be around. And so I'm excited to have him and develop him, and we'll see where that goes. Let's see, what else? Do you guys have any questions? You 16, 17 people out there in YouTube land. I've been continuing on with my in-hand work, getting some in-hand stuff going, Piaffe Passage stuff going, and just kind of, it's been nice. It's been actually really relaxed in the training and kind of settled. I think that's important with dressage, as dressage is super difficult. So you kind of have to put some effort in to just relax about it and enjoy the journey, and you know, trust in the process, trust in the training process, and work just incrementally. Just improve your horse 1% every day. Don't try to improve them 5%. Don't try to improve them 10%, just 1%. Just improve 1% each day. And that's sometimes more attainable and then more sustainable. So each and every day you improve them just 1%, just a little bit. I like thinking of it that way, because then you don't overface the horses. Yeah, and then another thing that I think about, if we're on the topic of percentages, is in the training, if I present something, I want it to be a high percentage that the horses will get it. I also want to try to push the horses. I want to get stuff done. If you don't try to get to Grand Prix, you're not going to make it. It's hard. It's really hard to train Grand Prix horses, so you have to push. That said, in the training, you want to have a high success rate of asking a question that the horses can give you. So you want to just work around that area of success. So work into the hard movements, you know, whether it's training one tempies, for example, which is kind of what I'm focusing on Disney, or one of the things I'm trying to work on. You know, they can fall apart easily. So you get some TikToks. TikToks are like change and change back in one stride. You know, but then don't be afraid to go backwards. Go back to the single change, get those straight. Go back to the two tempies, get those a little bit better. And then return to the TikToks. So you have to kind of dance around that presentation to your horses with feel, so that they can have the best opportunity of doing things correctly. What else, guys? Any comments on here? Let's see. Do the horses mind the drone? The horses, certain horses do, certain horses don't. It's really, you know, if you think about your horses, there are ones that are more noise sensitive and less noise sensitive. So when it's up in the air, it sounds like bzzz. They're just kind of consistent noise, which bothers some horses and doesn't bother other horses. Most of the horses are fine with that. Most of the times when it really freaks them out, or instills more of a flight instinct, is like when it's floating around and they can see it, and it causes quite a bit of noise. So as soon as it's low enough and in front of them that they can see it, then they get a little more suspicious to it. But the horses here get pretty used to it because I fly it around quite often, and you know, I just work in tactfully. You know, don't overface them. Just bring it in gradually. Yeah, I think that's it. Nice warm-up walk for Disney. I'm gonna work on him now, train him up a little bit, keep pushing toward the Grand Prix, and yeah, happy training, everyone. See you guys in the next one.